Hey y'all, it's Mikey. Welcome to the farm. Did you get it?
Got him.
You know what kind it was?
Looked like a water moccasin.
Well, it's a good thing that is taken care of.
Getting too much of him left to tell.
I'm already harvesting radishes out of my backyard kitchen garden. Look at those things. That's a nice looking radish right there. Real nice. So we'll keep planting these and let them keep coming up. She got the whole dang thing in her mouth. You gonna choke on it? Loretta, really? She says she's gonna gum it.
Brownie's too lazy to get up and come get him something. All right, everyone. We're going to change the fuel pump out on this mower. Actually had to get one of the mechanics to sit there and we go over this thing and figure out which lines were for what. It's a universal fuel pump instead of the one that comes on a Kawasaki motor. So everything was backwards. And this pump was $29 and the original Kawasaki pump is like 80 something bucks. So we'll go with this one. All right, let me show y'all what I'm talking about. This is the original old fuel pump. This right here is the line that used to bring the fuel from the tanks to the pump. And on this one, this line is the one that takes the fuel from the tanks. And on this one, both of these are the same, the vacuum, which pulls the fuel to the fuel pump from the motor. And then this one was the one that fed the carburetor. This one right here on the old pump. And now this is the one that feeds the carburetor on this one. So y'all can see they're backwards from each other. So that's what you get when you buy a universal fuel pump instead of paying the high price for one that comes from the manufacturer. All right, y'all, let's see if it works. You should see fuel go up in this fuel pump filter right here. It's gonna take it a little bit to fill that carburetor up. It's pumping though. All at once. It's been a real headache working on this thing, trying to find out what was wrong with it, and all it was a fuel pump. We got it running like a top now, so all I have to do is remount that fuel pump because the holes are in a different spot. All right, so what I'm going to do with this one is take a self-tapping screw and just drill a new hole to mount this new bracket because the screw holes are in a different spot from this one. So all you need is one to hold it on. So I'll go ahead and do that and get it mounted up here, and y'all, we good to go. Should be cutting grass soon. Well, y'all, with just a little bit of patience, you can fix anything you got. You don't have to take it to the big box stores or the fix-it shops or anything. Usually it's just anything's wrong with it would be fuel or spark. So go for the spark plug make sure it's getting gas, make sure it's getting spark. And y'all, it's usually easy to fix things on your own without having to pay a fortune for somebody else to do it. So anytime you save money, that's a good thing.
Wanted to give y'all an update on our backyard kitchen garden. From our last video, we moved out some of these castle stone, made it a little bit bigger around. I got some more strawberries from Wagner Milling Company. I'm gonna plant those in our little side garden. I've got some more alyssum seeds planted in front of the irises right here. We've got some more blackberry bushes that we need to get planted. And I've got a couple more bags of rock that I need to get spread out. But I've got a couple of seeds planted in here, haven't come up yet. I've got some kale, some bee balm, banana peppers, eggplant. Got some rosemary I still need to plant. Some cabbage. Along the edge here, I've planted some marigold seeds. And they are starting to come up a little bit. And right here in this area, I've got some chamomile seeds. Hopefully they'll come up good for us. I put some aster seeds around this little area right here. Got some cilantro, a Cherokee purple tomato, some parsley seeds, basil, it's coming up good. Got some snap peas that we planted earlier. They're coming up really good. We got to tie those up. Got some alyssum and some broccoli and cauliflower. And y'all, look how good these Brussels sprouts are doing. So, still got a little bit of work in here to do. And come through and finish mulching. Over here, I've got some thyme coming up. I don't know if y'all can see it too good or not, but it is starting to come up. I got to mulch this. I got some more strawberry plants in here, and as y'all can see, some of them, the leaves are brown. I planted them a little bit too late, but they're still doing good and producing. But these strawberries have been here, and they're doing really good for us. So, as y'all can see, I've got a mess. I've been pulling weeds and digging up some stuff, transplanting things, trying to dehead my hydrangea bushes. And I think I showed y'all this before. We moved the 2 bushes down there that barely have any leaves on them. They were down here. I think we're going to get 2 more and put here. And they're coming up. They're starting to get some leaves on them. So we're going to leave those and probably trim them back pretty good at the end of the season. But we got our little fish pond here, and wanted to show y'all this area right here. I planted some peppermint. I pulled back some of the brick on this side and planted some peppermint right here, and actually extended the brick that way. We put our little fireplace chimney right here. Got a little table where we can come out here and sit on some cooler nights and enjoy a little warm fire right there. So I stacked some of our rocks up right here, and I've got some sage planted in this little pot right here, some oregano, some more peppermint, and some succulents. And I went through, got all the weeds out of this area and transplanted a couple of plants right in there. We've got a couple more rocks that we need to replace, and I've got 2 more plants in there, y'all, that I've got to get put somewhere else. So it's turning out really good right in this little area. And this is the other side of the porch. I wanted to bring y'all over here and show you what I've been doing. As I said, y'all can see I got to finish mulching, but y'all, I have some chives right here, some squash plants. I replanted some more radishes. They're coming up. I've got some sage planted right there, some lavender, zucchini plants, some basil. And over on this side, I've got some tarragon coming up, 3 Cherokee purple tomato plants, some more thyme, some dill, sunflowers, got some more snap peas coming up, some cucumbers, and some hyssop right here. And over on this side, y'all, I've got some more bell pepper plants and oregano. And as y'all can see back there in the background, I've got a lot of stuff that I started out from seed. We've got it sitting out here hardening off until we can get everything going in our garden. So we'll be working on that over the next couple of days, y'all. Got a lot of stuff to get planted. So this is really turning out really good for us. Can plant so much in just these small areas. You don't need a huge garden to be able to grow your own food. So this is an ongoing project, and we'll continue to bring you along and update you on the progress of how this is doing. I still got a couple more seeds and things that I want to get planted in these two little areas. Is that yours? Shep said, what are y'all doing with all my hair? I know it's got to feel better. It's so hot. He said, yes, it's so hot. He's got all this undercoat. So we're just trying to get a little bit cooler for him. Yeah. A little bit cooler.
It's snowing over here, Shepherd.
Snowing in the springtime. Woo. I'm gonna need a bath after this, Shepherd.
Yeah.
So we need to move to Alaska. You want to move to Alaska? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Come here. You want to lay
Let
down?
me clean it.
Can you stand up?
But it feels so good just to sit.
You've lost weight, Shepherd. I wish it was that easy. I wish it was that easy. I need a brushing.
We got a small shepherd here.
We're back in this area over here today where hubby was digging out the ditches in between the ponds, just trying to get it leveled out some and cleaned up over here. Shep said he is helping. Show y'all why we didn't take any of this dirt up to the garden. As you can see, got some grass coming up through that. So we're just going to spread this out and let all that hopefully cover in this area. Y'all can see how wet and muddy this area still is.
It's just going to take a little bit at a time out here. It stays wet and muddy because the pond dam, water springs and stuff coming in down here, making it just a muddy mess. So it's going to take a while to drag some of this dirt back, let it dry up, drag a little bit more back, let it dry up, and get it built up to where the water is actually, the ground is higher than the water, and then it won't be so soupy on top. So it's just going to take a while. It's just a slow process. Muddy.
Just a little. I wanted to show y'all this hole in the tree. We think that a fox was making this a home for a little while. Needless to say, that fox is no longer here. I wanted to show y'all some of the stuff that Bill's grandparents, Nana and Poppy, planted over here on the hillside. We have some mountain laurel, and this right here is a hemlock tree. We have 2 of these planted on the property. They brought this stuff back from the mountains and planted it here. It's always nice to look over here and have a little bit of mountains right here in South Carolina. Got a big old limb down in the pond.
thought.
Yeah. Got a little frog. That's just a little baby. Look at the little frog.
Oh, I see. Oh. Yeah, I see.
There goes the frog.
Yeah, he's quick.
Pretty tight squeeze here. Is he gonna fit? over here and set all these rocks. Y'all can see that water trickling out right there. Comes down from the hillside, and right up there where Bill's weed eating is a nice little stream. Come up there and get that cleaned out.
All right, y'all, but we got it done. Got it weed eated around all the way around the pond. It looks a lot better now. And the geese, they seem to really like all the grass clippings in the pond.
It's getting there, isn't it, buddy? Hey, Oreo. She's getting to be a big girl, y'all. There's old Rusty and Pearl. They've grown so much since we first got them.
All right, y'all, but Oreo, she's a lot bigger than we anticipated when we got her. We was told she was going to be about the size of Rusty, and she's a lot bigger. So we're hoping to get at least one litter of piglets out of her, but if we don't have a litter out of her in the next couple months, I think she's just going to make a trip to Springfield auction and go ahead and sell her, because she's getting too big for me to want to deal with and be able to butcher her. I'd rather butcher a pig that's around like 125, 150, something like that. And she's got to be pushing about close to 300 pounds now, and I don't want to deal with that. That's too much meat for just me and Nike and our family and stuff like that. It'd be a lot of meat. So I think that's our plan now. Just go ahead and take her to Springfield auction in the next couple months so she don't have a litter of pigs.
Hubby was busy building this rabbit hutch, and we still got to get some pans to put up underneath it to catch all their poo, but they got some nice little areas in there. And this one likes to jump over. There's a little opening right up there. Hubby's got to get that closed in. But she likes to jump over here. She likes to be with, they like to be together. And this one, she just stays in here like a good little girl. Y'all hear that rooster? They like to be heard. So we're down here feeding them. And I'm really happy with this rabbit hutch. So we got 3 girls and 1 boy. And this is the boy TAMUK. Got him in a separate pen until we get ready to breed him with the females. They get food and fresh water every single day. As y'all can see, we have downsized on some of our hens and roosters around here. So y'all can see we kept a couple of them, but y'all see where all those roosters, when you have too many of them, and the hens get beat up pretty good. So she'll heal back and get her feathers back in. But we did keep a couple of roosters and some of our hens. I don't know if y'all remember from when we started our channel, this is One-Eyed Susie. She's still hanging around, y'all. And we called her that because she had a messed up eye on this one side. And it's still a little messed up on that other side, but nothing like it was. But she is just the sweetest hen. We've been working hard today. And I think I need a shower, y'all. We're out here tearing up the pasture, y'all. Getting it disked up. Looks like a mess right now. I'm sure y'all are probably wondering why in the world did we come through and tear up the pasture. Well, there's a good reason. All this started out as yard. This was no pasture. So hubby has come in here with the tractor and disked up this ground so we can put out some seed and hopefully grow this area into a pasture. I told y'all I'm learning a lot with the pasture maintenance and everything, and we've been putting out seed in the upper pasture. This is all that seed that we put out from Wagner Milling Company, and it's coming up really, really good for us. So this is what we're working on, y'all. Getting both of these pastures worked out really good for us. And it's starting to come up pretty good for us. We still got a lot out there to do to get it going and growing good for us. And that's what we're going to be working on continually, is getting all of our pasture areas worked up. So I'm going to go get my helper today. Can y'all guess who that might be? Come on, Shep. You want to come help? All right, buddy. I got my helper. This right here is coastal Bermuda. It gets long and tall, and that is what we're going to be spreading out in these pastures. So the reason behind breaking this ground up is to aerate it and give something for this grass seed to get down into, hopefully grow and do good for us, because all these critters back here need this food for the summer. Got some fresh cabbage out of the garden cooking, and baked potatoes in the oven. We went by the old-timey meat market, picked us up some steaks wrapped in bacon, y'all. That's gonna be a good supper right there. All right, so it is dark outside, so now is a good time to come in and show y'all what we've been doing with a lot of our chicken eggs. As you can see behind me, I have 3 incubators full of eggs, and hopefully we can hatch out the majority of these. Some of them may not hatch out, and that's normal. So this has been a learning process for me, and it's so much fun to do. This little small incubator you see right here was my very first incubator, and y'all, the first time I had a chicken pop out, I was just ecstatic that this old dog mom was able to be a chicken mom too. So I wanted to take some time and show y'all what an unviable chicken egg looks like versus one that has a baby chick in it. Okay, I apologize for the lighting. I had turned some lights off, turned the candler on, and as y'all can see, this egg is unviable. There is no sign of chicken life in this egg here. All right, y'all see movement? That is a baby chick. Look it. Isn't that something? So there is life in this chicken egg right here. And there, that big old black spot moving around is a baby chick. So that is a viable egg, y'all. And I just wanted to show y'all the difference. So y'all be sure to stick around and check on the outcome of all these chicken eggs, and we'll see how many we get to hatch out this time. So y'all, we welcome the rain, and it looks like we might be tearing things up around here, but we are working hard at making this all sustainable to suit our needs. From sunrise to sunset, we work and play. Celebrating farm life in the best kind of way. That's what happens when you got a bunch of mess laid around. That was was a fairy kiss. Y'all come back and see us soon.